fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at Unit Robo Ambulance Cake from the Unit Roborn Machine Robo Universe line from Bandai. So this line's been just completely off the wall and it's not slowing down anytime soon. We have an ambulance, we have a cake. They're going to be put together to form this kind of gorilla-looking monster over here, which I think looks pretty neat. Really fun artwork here on the top of the packaging. Spinning it around to the back, again, just shows take the cake, take the ambulance, couple transforms, and there you go. Most of it's automated, but there are a couple panels that you'll swing around yourself, and we'll check all that out. It kind of just looks like the gorilla is sitting on top of the ambulance for the most part, so that's going to be very interesting. So I'm going to go ahead, get this out of the packaging, and we'll take a closer look. Alright, so here is the ambulance and cake. We'll start over here with the cake. We have 6 red strawberries on top, which appear to all be painted. Other than that, everything's just pretty much solid white. You can see the gorilla head hiding underneath here, and that is going to have a sticker on it, which we'll check out a little bit later on once we transform these two. And then we have the ambulance. You have a little bit of nice metallic red paint here for the lights. And then I believe this is just one big red sticker on each side. But for the most part, it looks pretty cool. It's kind of very similar in shape to the taxi that came with Taxi Tree, but they are different in terms of molding and obviously in terms of transformation. And this rolls pretty well. This does flop a little bit, which is kind of a bummer. I wish that kind of like locked in place, but depending on how you're moving it around, that will tend to move. Although it almost looks like you could put some stuff in there, but I'm sure that would mess up the transformation. You can also see that there's kind of like these little like fists molded in the bottom here, because that's going to kind of become the rear legs of the gorilla. But yeah, they both look pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to zoom out here so we have room, and then we just attach the 2 connectors here, and it will auto transform. So it transforms most of the way. You have a joint here that we're going to rotate out, and then we're going to rotate this 90 degrees. So rotate that out 90 degrees, and then you're actually going to pull the 2 sides of the ambulance apart to kind of make more in terms of feet. So for whatever reason on mine, this one does not like to stay. Like as soon as I put it on the ground, it kind of wants to fold back up. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think it's kind of a cool design. I mean, like I said, you do really have most of the ambulance just hanging out here, but it's not as bad as I thought from the picture, because this section kind of comes up to become the butt, and then you can pull these apart, which is nice, because that way you do kind of get 2 distinct looking feet. And like I said, you have these kind of like the bottom of the fists molded in, so that kind of works. Like I said, mine unfortunately is a little loose over here. But you have some stickers here on the sides. You have a sticker there on the forehead. You have these really nice orange painted musical note eyes. For whatever reason, musical notes and the volume bars seems to be the prevalent theme throughout the entire line. They all have eyes made of musical notes for the most part. And then you have these stickers here. But yeah, he's kind of a fun little dude. He's a little gorilla guy. Doesn't really have anything in terms of articulation. I guess the arms can kind of swing a little bit. But I think that's mostly for transformation, and when you do it, it tends to make this joint swing back down. But I mean, to be fair, I guess it's more articulation than most of them have, so he actually does have some decent arm articulation. Obviously nothing down here in the waist or feet. And I'll be honest, a lot of times I get the feeling that these want to naturally pop off, because I'm sure, you know, with the spring-loaded nature, but sometimes I have difficulty with them staying together. At first, I was a little conflicted that they're both the same color scheme, because I felt like that was kind of boring. But it is kind of neat to kind of have it be a unified color scheme in the way that, you know, it doesn't look like 2 completely separate things put together in this mode. Mostly because the ambulance kind of gets hidden, but at least it's a unifying color scheme. So at first, I thought it was a little boring, but now I'm kind of turned around. I think I kind of like it. I just wish this would stay out. And no matter how I move this, it immediately just, like this one for whatever reason doesn't really do it. It'll stay. But this one keeps closing up, and then when that closes up, this goes down, and then he falls forward. But it's kind of an interesting design. Like I said, kind of like a little gorilla dude. Transforming them back is pretty simple. We're just going to go ahead and snap these apart here. And then you're going to push the 2 pieces of the ambulance together, and then this is just going to click down into place. And we have the ambulance back. This one's a little bit more difficult, only because I felt like it didn't really want to stay. And of course, now that I say that, it'll do it the first time. But you swing the arms back in, you push these pieces down, you kind of push this back together, and then you have to come underneath here and you have to fold the head in. See right away, I knew it on camera it's going to make me look dumb. But in any case, that's how you put those two back together. And I think that's kind of fun. Like I said, it's a goofy line. It's just two completely random things that they pop together to make either a robot or an animal or something like that. But I've been having fun with it. Decent paint applications. You know, the two individual things look like what they're supposed to look like. The transformation, the gorilla, I think works pretty well. The arm's a little loose on mine, but hopefully that won't happen for everyone. But yeah, it's a pretty convincing little gorilla dude. So I think they're fun. Definitely recommend checking out this line if you don't want to get all of the line. Just, you know, find one that looks the most interesting to you. Try one or two and go from there. But yeah, pretty fun. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.